Hey, everybody, and welcome to Falling to the Top. I am your host, Dino the Genetic Marvel. We are talking about all sorts of fun and exciting things today, including the Legend of Amber Turd. I have a great video that I think everyone is going to enjoy. So, in the meantime, I guess let's get started.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Gentlemen, how are you?
What?
Hello, good sir.
Fantastic.
Hello, Marco.
How you doing, Duffy Duff?
Not too bad. You, my friend?
I'm alive here, trying to get this shared to everything we can share it to.
No, that's fair. It's been an interesting day. I'm dying to share this video that I found. So, Marco, have you been watching the videos for in regards to the Johnny Depp Amber Heard case?
Nope. I'm a Marvel man. So fuck Aquaman and all his people.
Okay, so this is. Okay, so people have gotten creative with everything. And one of the things that they did show, so I found this on Gadfly, and I believe they are the ones that made it, but it is hilarious. So I was going to share it with you guys. Let's see here. Hi, Ryan. What's up?
Boys, hello.
You're fucking 3 minutes late.
Not just 3 minutes late, and you're back in the recliner, so we're just going to hear your breath for the whole time. How you doing there, buddy? Having a great day?
No, not at all. It's the same level of poverty here in my home. Anyways, moving on.
Pretty sure when you try and make an entrance like that, your idea is to only focus on you. So I'm okay with that. We're going to kind of zoom forward a little bit, and we'll jump into Everyone was dancing, Ryan. Where were you dancing?
Gets better every time.
It does get better.
I fucking love it.
Does get better. Hey, Ryan, I also made... So I was inspired, Ryan, by you. So I've been working on these kind of voiceover commercials. Just my own creation. And you inspired me on this one. Do you want to hear it? It's not the same video. I swear to God.
I want to hear it.
Sorry. So, brought to you by chocolate, one of the many resources that we're consuming faster than can be produced. So not only is it a fundamental industry that keeps forced labor active, but within a few generations, there won't even be any to enjoy. I feel like it really resonated with your positivity, Ryan.
Yeah.
Somebody on the toilet getting up, wiping their butt. Same soundtrack and audio. Just a different visual.
I feel like instead of somebody getting up to wipe, it would be them like sweating, maybe propping their feet against the wall and just
Yes.
Well, listen, since Ryan here, since you're here, why don't we get started? First, a word from our sponsor. Brought to you by Exclusive Housekeeping Services. Give them a call at 216-650-7984. This month they're offering a 2-hour deep clean for $160, because we all know spring cleaning is here and it isn't going away until we get it done. Give Exclusive Housekeeping Services a call at 216-650-7984 and let them know that Eargasm Comedy sent you. If you enjoyed what you saw today, please give us a like, give us a share, even subscribe to one of our many channels, or even better, hit us up on the Cash App or become a member of our Patreon group. We'd love the support and love to keep producing comedy for every one of you. Also brought to you by Captain Surge White Nuts, the grease cleaning, erection giving, digestion helping, stool softening, pain thinning, tick removing, super power granting holiday drink for lovers. There we go. So, yes, topics for today. Oh, let's start off with. You okay there, Ryan?
Just a little,
How about we
It's a
start
little-
off?
a little synchronized sigh there, Dino. That was actually pretty good. Few thousand miles apart, same time. I like it.
I got a question for Ryan.
Mm.
Or just a request. Can you have Carol send me some pics?
Who's Carol?
Who's Carol, Ryan? Who's Carol? Carol
Matt
wanted.
Duffy doesn't know. Matt Duffy
Carol
doesn't know.
wanted. Carol wanted some pics.
I'm waiting.
He left.
Ran away.
He left. Oh, Ryan. Oh. You know what?
What? Carol's sweet. That's my PS5 just waiting for me.
Hey.
I
That
think,
was inflammatory, and you know it.
yeah.
That was a violation. That was okay. Listen,
I
that
didn't
was
violate anything. She wanted me to.
Emotional damage.
Yeah,
That
he's gonna
poor
go hurt
guy.
himself right now.
guy. He's
Jeez.
Ryan. If you're watching,
Don't shoot yourself. I'm
yeah,
not gonna fuck
don't-
your grandma.
Yeah.
guy.
Leave the belt around your waist. Don't put it around your neck.
I was in the middle of editing another show that I'm on. If everyone watching Generation Dan, check it out. We have our own YouTube channel. Not to brag on the audio, we've made like $8.93, so we're kind of a big deal. So,
Woo!
yeah,
That's
it's. But I was editing, and all of a sudden I get a message from Marco, be like, "Hey, you want to hear something funny?" And I'm like, "This is definitely not going to be funny. Let's go."
Automatically, if Marco starts a sentence with "you want to hear something funny,"
Yeah,
you
you
know
did.
it's not at all. And also, it's going to be offensive, and it's going to be in your head for at
Oh,
least the rest
but
of
I'm
the
gonna
day.
love it. I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna love it. Right? Like, it's
Not
definitely.
when you're trying to go to fall back asleep at 3 a.m.
I don't sleep. That's fine.
Well, I'm sure Carol wanted it something at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Well, listen, we're all humans, and desire is part of being a human. So listen,
Yeah.
all the power to him, Matt. So Trash Panda, Marco met Ryan's grandma, and they got along swimmingly.
Oh, I imagine.
Oh, there's some gonna be swimming at me, Carol, again.
I'm not sure the swimming's going to be coming in your direction versus the other.
Hey, sperm swim.
God. Oh, poor Ryan. Anyways, moving on.
Lovely.
Here, let's keep things light. Yeah, so Amber Turd. If so, I was thinking, should I play that video? Do you think we'll get next for it or no? Because it's on YouTube.
I think you could only play like a couple minutes of it, and then you have to.
It's a minute long, a minute
Oh,
27.
well, I think we should be good.
So
Pretty
essentially, if this gets blocked out, guys, just so you know, if you Google objection ! Hearsay ! And go into videos on Google, you're gonna see this, and I'm telling you, it is great. So I'm gonna try and share it so we can react to it. Here.
To be respected, people took me at my word. Then I became a lawyer representing Amber Heard. Objection, hearsay. Oh my God, I don't have a case. Objection, hearsay. Now I'm ashamed to show my face. Well, I'm a famous movie star, yeah, life is always fine. I sit down at my penthouse drinking mega pints of wine. Objection, hearsay. I don't know why we have a wed. Objection, hearsay. Who the hell poops in someone's bed? I object to everything. I may have an infection. Cause I say I object, the judge says
That was your own question.
objection, hearsay. Court isn't supposed to be this hard. Objection, hearsay. How did I ever pass the bar? Just one final question, sir, and this one has been prepped. What is your name?
My name is Johnny Depp.
Objection, hearsay. How can you prove that that's your name? Objection, hearsay. Looks like we win and you are lame. Objection, hearsay. Objection, hearsay.
That was fucking great.
It's fucking great. Like, honestly, Gadfly, great work. God, you ever want to be a guest? Feel free. Hit me up, man.
Yeah, that's like
or
one of the
lady.
things that sticks in your head, man. You just
Forever.
can't.
Guy, like watching clips of it, this guy, and that where the judge was like, yo, that was your own question. He said objection here. He asked a question. The person started talking. He's like, objection hearsay. And she's like, that was your question. What are you objection hearsaying, guy? Like it was gold. It was absolute gold.
Fucking great. Fucking great.
Listen, even today, there's a couple videos out showing her lawyer trying to claim to get a dismissal, which is standard legal practice. Like after somebody goes, like once the defense rests, then the person being attacked, they can ask, well, I don't think they've put up a good defense, so it should be gone. Right. So they can do that, which is normal. But the guy doing it, he goes, I don't think anybody has realized that my client said that that's not true. So that's got to be not true. And everyone else is a liar except for my client. And you're like, guy, are you seriously? That's your argument? Like it was horrifically bad.
So like, like I said, I'm a Marvel guy, so I didn't really give two fucks about this. But so what's the deal? Why is this such a major issue? I mean, is she that much of a cunt or what? What's going on?
Guys, she beat him, and then she told a reporter who made a news article of it about how that he beat her, and because of that, it resulted in him losing Pirates of the Caribbean and everything else. Like he got kicked out of Fantastic Beasts and stuff like that, like where he was. I forget the name.
It was I know Jezewald something. Grindelwald.
Thank you, Ryan. Welcome back. So essentially it losing, like he's already got money. Like he doesn't give a shit, right?
Yeah.
But it's the principle that she defamed him. And also too is that she said the $7 million that she got from him, she said, I'm donating it to the ACLU and something else. And it turns out that she didn't donate that money. And he's like, you're a liar. And then he brought him on those organizations. And they were like, yeah, no, she didn't. He goes, there you go. So,
well, I mean, when you got Momoa's dick on your fucking forehead, I mean, Johnny Depp, Oogie Boogie doesn't really seem too much of a fucking, a catch anymore.
Objection, hearsay.
So ultimately, yeah, it was like but she actually she beat the crap out of Depp.
Cut his fucking finger off almost.
Yes. Don't worry. I was gonna say that as my next few words. You don't have to jump in, so you can wait your turn and you get a spot too. No problem, buddy. Okay. So he also cut his finger off. And then made light that it's like, oh, no. And like there's full recorders of her going, you know what, Johnny? Yeah, you go tell the world I, Johnny Depp, a movie star, am a victim of domestic violence. He goes, okay, I will.
Yeah, I mean, he makes kids movies, of course. You're going to have like the next generation hating your ass in a fucking old folks home.
Yeah, for sure. But and also too, though, it's just absolutely ludicrous because, the fact is that she's crazy. Like she's batshit crazy.
And she's shit in his bed?
Mm-hmm.
She's shit in like purposely, or did she just do too much dope one night and fart and shart?
Well, I don't think she shat in the bed. Like she didn't shit the bed, she shit in the bed.
Oh, so she just dropped trial and dropped a dude.
Yeah, she's like, I'm shitting in your bed. So he's like, oh, I'll just come home and why is there a dookie in my bed? It wasn't like a oh my God, I shit the bed.
It wasn't even like some sex thing. She didn't like drop it on his chest or
Johnny
nothing.
could have requested it. You never know what Johnny does.
He doesn't look like a poop guy. He does look like.
Oh yes, he looks like poop. He looks like poop. All right.
I don't think so. I think he may have been in his youth, but I think he's no longer a poop guy.
I think he
he's
swapped
more
the
of
old
a.
poop deck a few times himself. So
Oh,
He's
yeah,
like a David Carradine autoerotic asphyxiation guy. That seems more accurate.
He's got his E. coli vaccination.
he's got the money to do whatever he wants. I mean, that's why of course she's crazy if she's with Johnny Depp. It's automatic. If someone says,
Yeah,
"Hey,"
but can you imagine how good
dating
that pussy
Johnny
is,
Depp.
though? If she's that crazy, can you imagine how good that pussy is?
Also, well, James Franco will tell us he's been subpoenaed.
and
For everyone to know, and by all means, I would like this to be a clip. Yeah, James Franco, that guy is super sketchy. Okay,
Yeah.
no
and
shit.
anyone who's like, oh, he seems like a nice guy, you're blind. That guy for sure has assaulted people, like not in an okay way, not like a hey, I'm gonna defend an innocent person. No,
When Seth Rogen unfriends you, you got issues.
well, Seth Rogen did that movie a little while ago, and he was like, "No, it's the people that should deserve it. You're just made shit content, man. You're a loser." Ryan, you had your hand up a few times. To your opinion, sir?
Did you guys see the part of the trial where they had the psychologist on with her?
The muffins.
And what she was literally describing, like ways that people with split personalities and all these disorders act, and then like they rotate the camera, and Amber is doing all of those things. She's like literally like I was waiting for her to be like, and if you look at her now, you'll see this.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Oh, it's great.
Oh, and half the time she's like, look, this is the problem. Like, either one of them are rich beyond most people's wildest dreams, are never going to have to worry about it, and also are gorgeous people, right? If they smile in court, I'll be like, yeah, they have a lot to smile about. They don't have to pretend being sad. Also, too, their job is literally to be a professional liar. They pretend for a living. I don't think you can have, like, they should not be there only as, like, caricatures and be like, aha! I feel like it would just, the camera would pan away and suddenly he's in a full Jack Sparrow outfit. And he's like, nah.
I think the judge should have been like, so you shit in his bed? Well, no shit. Both knew that you guys were nut jobs.
Oh, for sure. Come on.
Marco, I gotta ask you, what is this distracting us from this week? Like, what evil thing is going on right now?
Fair
We got all kind of melt. This Dino show. We got a whole new day. We got a whole new day for that tomorrow.
Listen, well, that's okay. So that's number one. We have that. And hold on. Lorraine said she needs to dive back into the ocean with the rest of the bottom feeder.
I told you it's a Momoa's dick. It's just a little dog mermaid dick just flippering around on her forehead.
It's true.
Oh my God.
One of the things that Duffy and I were talking about, and I think you guys would definitely have a good opinion on this, was one of those things where it's like, as you grow older and everything, you realize how much authority the workplace has over your life, and it should not. Like, they try and dictate every day of your, like, you guys, well, maybe all of you remember, I think, yeah, everybody should remember when there were work Blackberries that they would hand out, and it's like, okay, now they get to contact you whenever the fuck they want. Like, that's it. And people were like, oh, it's so great, I can get stuff done. You're like, no, that's a scam. Don't do that.
You get less done because you're constantly on call.
Yes.
Yep.
I was like, they gave me when or not a pager, a cell phone pager, Jesus. When I worked for the water department.
Also, side note, before we totally leave the Amber Turd escapade, somebody sent me this, and I fucking loved it. I want Johnny Depp to win this trial, look directly at Amber, and say, you will always remember this as the day that you almost caught Captain Jack Sparrow.
That'd be fucking great. Fucking great.
Delicious. So,
Disney, call me.
Oh, he already said, he's like, yeah, they could pay me $300 million. I'm not doing it. I'm never going to work with Disney again. Because as soon as the accusation went out, they were like, you're done. You're out. You're finished. Anyways, workplace authority. So today, we've talked about unions and how they were working last week, right? So today there was a vote at one of the fulfillment centers that's across the street from the other place, and they didn't win. And not like, ooh, it was close. It was like 380 to 610 in favor against unionization. So
I love how they call them fulfillment centers. This the only thing you're fulfilling is my order.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's a very accurate name.
Well, I mean, knowing what you
Yeah,
order,
but McDonald's
knowing
fucking does.
knowing what you order on Amazon at 3 a.m. on a Friday, they're fulfilling you too. Okay,
Yeah.
you can play all you want.
Listen, man, it's just I ultimately look. This is the new. Listen, that background is not fair. Like, I'm bringing it back, you asshole. Ah, Ryan, anything to add? No, is that we're not gonna no.
I think I'm gonna leave the show early if that's all right, Dino.
No,
Hey, well, listen.
Have a good night, boys.
You too, buddy.
no.
We'll see you later. Have a good one. Or stay, whatever. Fucking stay. Just pick something, guy. Anyways, yeah. So, like, I don't know, Marco, Matt. Do you guys have any experiences with regards to that? Like, I remember, after I had fallen out of love with my old job being a financial planner, like one of the things was they came to me and they were like, you've met all your expectations for your scorecard, but we want you to exceed expectations. And I'm like, actually, you pay me to meet expectations. Anything after that is at my discretion. And they were like,
Yeah, that's what minimum wage does. You get minimum pay for minimum amount done. People don't get that shit.
well, no, I was making a lot of money. It wasn't that. It was I had a real job. But like this, yeah, no.
It's like, no, I wasn't a peasant.
No. But I was just like, I go, no. You pay me, and they were like, what? You don't want to exceed? I'm like, oh no. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that is dictated by me, and you have no control over that. You pay me to meet expectations, right? With the idea that if I exceed expectations at my willingness, then you would compensate me accordingly, right? And it baffled. There was like, how dare you make sense in the workplace? And I'm like, yeah, this maybe not for me anymore. So, any thoughts?
Yeah.
I think,
All right.
go ahead.
Well, as Dino said, the last job that I had was virtual, but they gave me a cell phone and they gave me a laptop. But you're like, okay, that's great. Like Dino said, it wasn't, because they expected as soon as they text me, if I didn't answer back within a minute, didn't matter what time of day or what was going on, there'd be another text right after being like, where are you? What's going on? I remember one time, because also we would share documents, and so they would have everyone of the management team would have the same document open, and they could all see what was going on. So one time I was working on a project and I left it alone, and I went in to do something else on a different laptop, and I got called and reamed out saying, you've been inactive for over half an hour on that project. I've seen your cursor, it's not moving.
Yeah, they have tracking. Like I know friends who work at home too, especially during the pandemic. And yeah, they were all excited. Oh, they're giving me this new laptop, and they're giving me all this, that. No, they just gave you a fucking tracking device. That's all they did. That's all. Because as soon as they would get on, they knew when they logged in. They knew how many minutes they were logged in for.
Yeah.
They knew, how many pages, how many customers they went through, and they were always every like so many minutes. Like I think it was every 45 minutes there would be that text message.
Yeah. Listen, that's the mess of it. Can I ask you, Duffy, was it during work hours that they'd be like, why aren't you doing something? Or would it be outside of work hours that they would still would they act the same?
So yeah, but the thing with this place was that there was a certain expected amount of work hours, but they expected you to be working all the time.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like they were like, well, minimum they want you to be available 9 hours, but that didn't matter because I would get phone calls at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
And
then it's not like a real job where you could be at work and still be on the clock and go drop a deuce, and you just got paid 20 minutes, for dropping a deuce.
Yeah.
You either have that computer in the bathroom with you, or you're gonna get that call or that message you have been inactive.
Yeah. Well, I think the big thing with the separation of being able to go into work, when there's a time when you leave, and then that's it.
Yeah.
Whereas, when you work from home, yeah, it's more comfortable, but there is that expectation in some jobs that you are working all the time.
So that's the other thing, is that the assumption has become, so in the beginning, it was the pandemic, everyone got to work from home and everything was fine. Now where people are going, yeah, I'll just stay home. That's fine. And they're like, oh no, we want you to come back to the office. You're like, nah, I don't think so. No,
Yeah,
thanks.
yeah. You forced everybody to sit the fuck at home. They
Yeah.
finally made arrangements and shit. They finally got either their kids out the house or taken care of. And now you're like, fuck it, come back.
Hey, but
we're gonna be real douchebags about it too.
That's the key there, is that they're standing there going, oh well, if a lot of companies have said, well, if you're going to not work in the office, then we have to re-examine your compensation. You go, no, you don't. Like that's I look forward to those cases going to court, because already the ones with regards to people who were fired because of not getting certain treatment, let's just say there, that now that's going to court, and it's not being successful at all, right? You're going, yeah, no, a workplace can't dictate what you do. That's not how that, like, oh, you on your personal account said something and you got fired for it. You're like, wait, am I a public figure? No.
Well,
did you mention
the whole premise of drug testing, though?
Oh yeah,
you could not be doing drugs at work, but just because you smoked a joint when you got home from a long day, you're fucked. You lose your job.
Yes. And that's well, listen, we all know that America lost the war against drugs, and that was a good day in history.
Speaking the war against weed,
which, hey, they are now figuring out not only paper products but also plastics and possible replacement of silicone, which is a
Chong figured that shit out fucking back in the 70s. You don't remember the ice cream truck made out of weed? They turned it into some polymer plastic.
So I actually think that it may. So there's a lot of theories that we've discussed on various shows between all of us, but and sometimes just a night of drinking with me and Matt Duffy where we discussed a lot of weird shit. But like the whole idea is that there's thoughts on technology having been lost over the years, technology that may have been used with the interaction of certain plants or certain flowers, pollens, chemicals, whatever, that people forgot. So it only stands to reason that if people had access to research with hemp and hemp products, that they could have been achieving a lot more, I guess, biodegradable technology that we didn't really realize.
This went out when they started criminalizing weed and making it such a bad thing, dude. They knew off for it back in our memory frame, all the diversity of this plant. And I'm sure there's a lot of other plants that are just going by the wayside.
Oh, for sure.
Just like the cocoa plant, you get cocaine and you get chocolate. How the fuck you get two of the greatest things in the world from the same plant? There's got to be others out there. Cocaine and chocolate. I mean, what else can you ask for?
If anything, maybe a decrease in demand. Like, please, for the love of God, a decrease in demand. As per my earlier... Brought to you by chocolate, one of the many resources that we're consuming faster than can be produced. So not only is it a fundamental industry that keeps forced labor active, but within a few generations, there won't even be any to enjoy. Yeah, so, and I find it interesting that realistically you have I wonder if they work together. People who make chocolate and people who make, not chocolate.
I'm sure they do a couple lines, blow them back and start cutting down because one's made from the leaves and the other one's made from the fruit.
It was Hersay the whole time.
Yeah, it was Hersay all along.
Well, you guys have heard about Coca-Cola trying to grow its own cocaine, right? Yeah. Which failed miserably. Which I find hilarious. I think it's nice when something that powerful fails, because you're like CNN Plus, you're like, oh, this has been so tasty, $300 million down the drain. And not only was it it may not break even. No, it fucking sucked, you losers. Fucking suck.
Yeah, but you also got to think back in the day when they invented all this shit. That's when they said, oh, no, antifreeze is good. It's just like water. You can drink it. You know what I'm saying? This phosphorescent paint is fine. Your pussy will just glow for the next 90 years. Dude, that's some real shit. That's some real shit. I forget what factory the ladies went. What war was it? Oh, the black and white war when the ladies all went to work.
Black and white war. Are you talking about the Civil War?
No, not the black and white war, motherfucker. What the hell?
I think he's talking about World War
Oh, fuck.
One.
Jesus, Duffy. There wasn't no ladies working back then neither, no matter what color.
Why would you pick that description of that war? Why would you?
The one they always show on TV in black and white. You know, the Rosie the Riveter, the fucking chick who just gave a hand job. She's up there like
World
this.
War One.
Now we're in World War II. I mean, they were both probably black and white, buddy.
The biggest impact on the workforce was World War II, and that's when specifically women were brought into the workforce and never left.
The black and white with the sound.
With the sound.
That's not better, man.
Bro, why are you judging human history on the evolution of television?
Because everybody at
there
that was being pushed on the children.
There was a lot that happened before the pictures moved. Is that
Objection, hearsay.
Is that like your BC? Like, is your BC before the pictures moved?
Before cameras.
Before colored pictures.
Before colored. That's worse. Baby. That's definitely worse. That's not better.
And then,
because I'm not sure if you know this, Marco, but PCP stands for other things.
Not P, like Fencyclidine, motherfucker.
And then before radio, you know, and then before radio, it was just the Dark Ages.
It was the tapping on the rock.
No, Morse code is
that's
actually
not the sound that tapping on a rock makes.
That's also true. It's also true.
It's also not PCP neither.
I feel like I think we could get shirts that say, "Hey, join the PCP." Just what we got to fucking make it. It's only fair. So, on also other crazy things that are happening. It's getting hot in here, so release your draft. So today, number one, I think I want to mention is that I appreciate everyone asking for our topics in advance, including Ryan, who asked for it in advance, and then responded with a "huh." So I feel like we're gonna get an in-depth conversation. That's for sure. So today there was proof, or I guess it was last night. It was released. There was a draft of a decision for the Supreme Court of United States, essentially taking down Roe versus Wade. But it's a draft, so it doesn't actually mean anything. But the idea is it's a precursor to what will be said, or a portion in some way. It doesn't have responses from any of the other justices, so there's a lot of issues in regards to it. But the idea is that it's a betrayal of trust for the Supreme Court and all of its factions or employees and so on and so forth. So what they're saying is essentially it's one of the biggest leaks historically with regards to trust, which I don't know. It's a pretend thing, and like Marco and I were discussing it beforehand, and we're like, there's my theory is that it's the closest thing that somebody could get their hands on and not be found out immediately. Like, I feel like there would be a record of who had their hands on it or who had access, and that would get more strict as time goes. But if it's just based on trust, then I feel like good for them for lasting so long, but it was about time that something got leaked, right?
Do you know how much shit should be or will be leaked just in the whole Harris administration? She got people leaving her whole her entourage daily, and they hate her guts. So this looked like somebody was, writing down some bullshit, probably all fucking hide up, and somebody was grabbed it off the goddamn desk. I'll take this motherfucker too. And it's a draft. It's a draft of an opinion. So those two things aren't even real.
Yeah, it doesn't mean anything.
And everybody's having a fucking fit about it.
I think they leaked it on purpose just to see what's going to
Because
have
our
the
primaries
reaction?
are today.
Well, that's actually not well. Okay, do you remember the second last? I think it was the second last Harry Potter that had that boring stretch at the end, but there was a release of the first half hour that was like nonstop action, and that it got accidentally released, but it got leaked, but because of it, everyone went, and then was like, yeah, that was a long, boring part, but I guess it's part of the story. But you're like, it helped everyone
Made it
get
juicy.
there.
Yeah, it made it juicy.
So, and like the same idea where you're like, listen, people are taking aggressive stances that are, petering out to be nothing.
Dude, Whoopi fucking went nuts. I can't stand that chick. Oh my God, I can't stand her.
True.
What's Canada's thing on this? I don't. I'm sorry, I'm a dumb American. What's Canada's thing on abortions and all that?
I'm pretty sure you can get an abortion.
Shit it out.
Yeah, we're totally fine with allowing abortions. There's a cutoff, of course.
We allow
That's-
murder.
Yeah, it's
at
called the
every
umbilical
age.
cord.
Yeah, we allow murder at all times. It's on the table, 100%.
What bothers me is they rule. All they talk about is overturning shit lately. It's like, well, could you guys fix one of the new problems that we have?
That's what happens when you elect a senile old fuck who's pretty much going in every direction but his own.
With the
You're talking about Trump or Biden?
Yes,
it doesn't.
yes.
It's both,
Trump.
but he doesn't understand that it's both.
Trump had it on the ball, and if you can't see that, then you're just
Trump had the dementia.
You might as well be shaking. You might as well
He had
be
it on the
shaking
ball,
the fucking
yes.
shadow
He has
too.
his name on a golf ball that he loves to whack.
Look, hey, the fact is that neither one of them, interesting enough too, there's an article today about how Noam Chomsky is like, hey, Trump's the one who has it right out of everybody. It's fucking hilarious because number one, I don't like Chomsky in general, but he's so endeared by the left. It's very entertaining.
Okay.
But the fact is that, listen, either way, shit is messed up. Let's just call it as it is, right?
Yeah.
And the fact, look, and I'll be honest, since 2016 or leading up to it, where you're going, okay, so these are your two options.
Oh yeah.
Good luck with a horrible decision. You're fucked, right? Are we live? If so, Ryan been in the chair all day. That is 100% accurate. Thank you, Joey. But yeah.
Oh yeah, there's definitely an ass groove there. That's why he keeps saying he's leaving, but you turn on the camera, he's in the same spot. He can't get up.
Hey, the groove might have went a little too high and he's stuck. He's like, can't move now. I'm back here. It's okay. But yeah, so look, the idea is that none of this is no one's working towards actually helping America. No. Everyone's just trying to get their slice and out of fucking Dodge, right? Even that's Pelosi now, where everyone's turned on them, she's like, oh yeah, we should definitely stop them. And you're like, wait, we're talking about you, lady. Talking about you.
Right? Dude, she's the same woman at one of them BLM protests. She wore an African outfit, and everybody was like, "Oh, how sweet!" But nobody did the research. She was wearing a slave owner outfit.
Yeah, that's
in the middle of it. In the middle of it.
Listen, the whole thing is ridiculous. Okay, it's pandering, and even look, did you guys see that? What was it? The Met Gala just happened, and Hillary Clinton's there. You're like, why is Hillary Clinton anywhere? Just get rid of her. She's done, man.
Dude, Clinton,
we already know she's a murderer.
Clinton is like herpes. You ain't getting rid of that bitch.
Pelosi went to Ukraine. That is top tier theater. Top tier theater. Okay.
Nice.
Listen,
that would be a perfect time to end a lot of our country's problem.
You know what's weird?
Somebody should be. So I'm not saying I ain't putting nothing out there so we don't get in trouble or nothing like that. But somebody in a different land should be listening to this right now. Just saying. Just saying.
It's weird. It's weird to me that like the Ukraine thing has become a giant theater now. Like it's like
a joke, dude.
It is called the theater of war. So yeah, it's like obvious.
Like there was a time
the non-existent ghost of Ukraine died. You're like, oh yeah, but he never existed in the first place.
Yes. They there was a time when like we were sending weapons to people we shouldn't be. The CIA would do that, like in secret and stuff. And now they're like,
no, we're just do it out in the open.
we're gonna go ahead and have a vote publicly on Tuesday about how much more we should send.
And did you see the Koreans are trying to stick their little dick in the whole shindiggle too?
Seems only reasonable.
Kim Jong, whatever the fuck, he's out there while everybody's at war. He's like, look at me, I got missiles now. I got missiles.
Ryan, the audience thinks you run on coffee and cocaine, and you have been in your chair since 4 a.m. Monday. Just so you know. Yeah, no, dude, listen. Hey, even they already found out that I think it's France, Germany, and Spain, maybe. I'm not sure, but
I just heard of France and Germany.
Okay, so France and Germany. There was one other, whoever it was, might have been Italy, just to really stick it to them. They are all actually actively supporting both sides of this war. And listen, rule number one about war, people, okay? This is a secret. This is a top secret thing. Rule number one about war is don't get caught supporting both sides, you dumb fucking idiots, okay? It's that simple. Don't get caught. That's rule number one.
Pick
And
one,
you fucked
baby.
it.
You supply both blocks, but you gotta have somebody different running it over there.
Listen, okay, they should send all the people who lose the open mic contest. Oh, if only. Oh, if only.
I think the weirdest thing is not the usual Blackwater and like the usual contractors that are showing up, but like there's people that are like tourists for war right now. They're like,
they're
I'm
like
gonna
the purge, dude.
I'm on the way over to Ukraine because it's like Call of Duty. Did you guys see? There's literally like because
everything Putin said was right, dude.
They're so young. Both sides of them were like on TikTok and Facebook. Both armies were like posting selfies and shit.
Yeah.
And people were like, it looks like a Call of Duty lobby.
Oh, dude, I mean, I've seen some newscasts and videos that showed like the soldiers, they just say fuck it and they go over to the other side and get like donuts and coffee and shit. You know, I mean, okay, most of these kids, people don't realize. You know, it was one day there was 4 guys like us, and the next day they were like, all right, Mark and Dino, you have to shoot at Ryan and Matt. And we're like, what the fuck? Why?
No,
we were just doing a podcast.
There'd be no hesitation, and you know it. You would 100% shoot at me.
I wouldn't kill you, though. I'd pop you in the pinky toe or something. But they want these people murdered.
No problem. Yes, boss. Bang. It's good. Yeah, no problem. I kill everybody here. No, listen. I would love to see comedians go over there. That'd be fucking fantastic.
Putin got a thing against comedy, supposedly, so you got to watch that shit. We'll be executed. We'll be executed right at the fucking gate.
One to the next.
Ryan already posted. He's like, "Hey, why don't we get some gigs at like conventions and stuff?" And I firmly believe that Eargasm's first booking is going to be in Kiev. That is immediately where Ryan's like, "That's our market, boys. That's where we gotta go. Who can get there? Who's driving?"
Nothing but Putin jokes for 30 minutes. Let's make it happen. Have your people contact my people.
Mark, can you fix the car up so we can make it all the way? We can drive through Alaska. That's exactly what it'll be. I'll be sitting there mad as fuck in the front seat, like I can't believe this cocksucker got me going to fucking Russia with him.
Can you put a snorkel on this bitch, Marco? We're gonna have to cross a little bit of ocean, baby.
Just drive up through Alaska. Sarah Palin said she could see it from her backyard.
I think the funniest thing that's happened, and I mean, it's tragic. It is tragic what's going on, but the funniest shit I've seen in the news was like the Russian tanks keep breaking down. So like they were going to a scrapyard for parts. They went to get the parts. The Ukrainians stole other parts off the tank. And they've been at this for like 2 days.
I don't understand why people think this is new shit. This happens in New York and California all the time.
Hey, no, the new one was Russia's being charged with stealing $150 million in grain from Ukraine stores. And you're like, that's exactly how it's going to happen.
Yeah, they got all the Wheaties. Oh, boy.
Well, that's how
no
it works.
grits. No grits for you.
So, Serge, this is actually a back scratcher. It's just extendable. That's what it is. Just so you know.
Quit lying. That's a fondue fork.
No, it's actually a back scratcher.
That is Dino's golden fork. Okay, it's just
that looks like a fondue fork.
No, it doesn't have. It only has here. I'll show you right up close.
Oh
it
God,
doesn't have good.
So much hair and grease. Oh God.
No, it doesn't. Listen, don't.
He has
hey,
a
don't
rose
make me-
gold back
Don't make me
scratcher.
take you off the screen, guy. Okay? Don't for your lies. For your
Bye.
lies. It's a ring. Do you know the golden fork man has a ring to it? I won't disagree with that. I won't disagree with that at all. But yeah, so this is what's been happening. I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts with regards to number one? A lot of politicians are going down to Washington and protesting about what's the old one who has the Karen haircut? Not Hillary, the other one.
Pocahontas.
No,
No.
she's white, old white lady. Old white lady,
Yeah,
not Pelosi.
Pocahontas got
Elizabeth Warren.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
is that-
Pocahontas.
Oh, all right. She said that she was Native American.
She was Indian.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Flying cut.
she's losing her mind down there. It's pretty entertaining. But yeah, like you guys,
Dude, when
listen,
she was
this
drinking
affects you.
beers on her fucking campaign thing, we knew she was fucked up.
Thank you, Arik. Dino's wife feeds him cake from a distance. He bites. That's fair.
With
That's
that
reasonable.
fork. With that fork. That's
No,
why
I have a nice
that's
fancy
why-
fork.
That's
You-
why it
You think
extends
my
out
bites
like
would be
that.
contained with this
I
tiny
think-
little thing?
I
Come
think
on,
she's
man.
trying
That's
to tell you.
looks like a toothpick.
She's
Yeah.
trying to tell you something with that small fork, bro. Like I feel like do you have baby spoons? Like does your wife give you like the the little
if she wants to lose her fingers,
Hey,
that's what
if
we
Dino's
use.
in the mood, that's his pleasure fork.
Oh my god.
Warms everything up. Anyways, yeah. So that's all I had with regards to what I want to talk about. Like this, the idea of them shutting down Roe versus Wade, it's insane. But
Yeah.
Ryan, you have a daughter. Marco, you have daughters. Your thoughts, please.
I've been pissed off by it for like the last 10 years. I don't get why people are out there protesting it. I get that it's your, religious views and your ideas. And hey, you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe it is against the Bible, but at the same time, we have a separation from the church and state for a reason. And you don't have the right to push your views on somebody else. Like, that's not your choice at all. It's just not.
Okay.
That's where I'm
I
at.
don't disagree with that. Go on.
All right. So being a father and I lean more conservative and all that stuff. First of all, I don't support abortion at all, but it's none of my fucking business. None of my fucking business. And the fact that it's a necessary evil, that's just, it is what it is. But I can't stand the fucking snowflakey argument that Ryan just gave, because it's a very generic argument that they love to use for one thing, but don't hold it true for everything, because people with the mask said the same shit. It's our body. Why is it your fucking, bullshit to push on us? And that had nothing to do with religion.
So we agree, but you're gonna find something else that we don't agree on because you're Marco fucking Torres. But yeah, no, like
I think that was accurate. That's
Mhm.
both of those have been accurate descriptions. I think.
Yep.
I don't know.
Both sides of the story. You can't be one sided. Like even my dog said, hey, dude, you're not even supposed to be in the studio. Get out.
On that note, hold on. We'll do a word to you by Exclusive Housekeeping Services. Give them a call at 216-650-7984. This month they're offering a 2-hour deep clean for $160, because we all know spring cleaning is here and it isn't going away until we get it done. Give Exclusive Housekeeping Services a call at 216-650-7984 and let them know that Eargasm Comedy sent you. If you enjoyed what you saw today, please give us a like, give us a share, even subscribe to one of our many channels. Or even better, hit us up on the Cash App or become a member of our Patreon group. We'd love the support and love to keep producing comedy for every one of you. Also brought to you by Captain Surge White Nuts, the grease cleaning, erection giving, digestion helping, stool softening, pain thinning, tick removing, super power granting holiday drink for lovers. So, I definitely agree with Marco in regards to I have an opinion, but it's none of my fucking business. So
yeah, it's like if you're not the person going in and it's not your baby or decision to make, why is it such a big deal to you?
Yep.
Why is it? It's not. At no point in the line is it your problem. I love I forget who it was, but somebody went around to all the guys outside the clinic and asked them if they had ever adopted and if they would adopt. And like the result was resoundingly no. No, we've never adopted. I wouldn't adopt anyone. And yet you're holding signs up that say, adoption and whatever. So I don't know. Marco, what is on your face, buddy?
Kermit.
It's one of the greatest things I've ever seen. That mask is awesome. And it says puta, which I think is great. I'm gonna do a similar one, but it's gonna be Ryan with a thumbs up, and it's gonna say pendejo. Do that meme. I think it's quality, right? Because we still have this one, right? Stop crying in my car, or else it's gonna teach you a lesson. No crying in this car.
Still fucked up, dude.
I know but also,
the fact that it's like it doesn't look photoshopped is fucking great.
Well, I'm a classy guy. Really, why am I here? Because you have opinions, Ryan, and we like to hear them. That's why. Yeah. Sure. No. Well, it's a realistic thing because I've never I don't get involved in that kind of stuff, but it's the fact that it's being dissected or destroyed. Apparently, people have been attacking Roe versus Wade for like 30 years or 40 years or something.
Yeah, conservatives have hated it since the start.
That sounds insane. It's like, what? Do people like this? How dare they? You're like, what the fuck?
And after 30 years, because of all the continued pressure from this minority, like it's still being talked about. Like it's crazy.
Mm-hmm. I feel like there's a lot of stuff. Like there's way too much hate going on for no fucking reason. Like the other day I saw somebody getting mad. They were like, if you had a C-section, you're not a real mother. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, that's kind of fucked up.
Like, guy, I was like, are you insane? And then I saw another one. Like, I've been having a field day just watching like crazy people rant on YouTube. Like my algorithm, I said this a couple weeks ago, is completely screwed on YouTube. But like one of them was people who are adopted have to stop bringing it up. Nobody cares. And I'm like, guy, fuck you. Like, that's a real thing. And you know what? It's traumatic. And like, why? What? Fuck off. Like, that's a shit opinion for no reason. There's no reason whatsoever.
Yeah, that's kind of dickish. Like, for real.
Well, and like even that, like all the time we spend on this shit, that system's fucked, and it's been fucked for 40 years now. My brother, yeah, whatever.
Hey,
more personal stories from Ryan. We tried to adopt my brother. He was my half brother related to my other brother, and we weren't family enough to be top of the list. Like they would have rather him gone into the system than come stay with a half-blood relative.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's
weird. That's fucked up. That's changed, but I mean that's real fucked up. I don't doubt that one. Like that's just terrible, dude. That's how people get fucked into the system. That's how you end up with fucking people on the street you don't give a fuck. You got people who care about them, and you won't let them go to good people.
Yeah, and in all honesty, like the system itself is horrible. Don't get me wrong, but it's better than just nothing. Like there's it's better than nothing. Is it great? No, and it's very hit and miss. But fuck, man, that's rough.
There's so many things in this country that it's just like. Because something didn't work, now we have nothing. And that's so much worse than having something that was a little flawed. But now we just have like we have no mental health. Like there's no psych wards. Those motherfuckers go to jail now. And that's worse.
Yes, but there were a few decades where people were like, for mental health, I'm going to drill out part of your brain, right?
Yeah.
So
but they still lobotomies.
I know, and you know what? There's a few people on this panel that probably need one. So hey,
there are people on the panel that might have had one.
Listen, let's be honest. I think we could all benefit from a slight lobotomy, just a little.
You don't lobotomy me, I don't lobotomy you.
You fucking asshole. That's pretty good though.
That's a good one. I like that.
Was good.
That's a write that down. Good one.
That is a worthwhile thing.
That's not mine. That's Jeff Goldblum's from or not Jeff Goldblum's, Kramer from Transylvania 65000.
Was it really?
Yeah.
I remember that movie. It was an awesome movie. By the way, Serge has said, Mr. White Nuts himself, he said, I got like 50 cats. Does anyone want cats? Please take them. So hit him up. But yeah, bro, don't be talking shit about lobotomies.
Bro, can we talk about how more people are willing to adopt cats and dogs than fucking people?
No, because
breaks
your
my
dog don't grow up to be a fucking asshole and to tell you you're a piece of shit and that you raise them wrong.
Yeah, they don't grow up to be Ryans. That's just.
Fuck you, Matt Duffy.
Mama, don't let your babies grow up to be Ryans.
Fuck you, Matt Duffy. You're not my real dad.
How do you know?
Thank God.
But
Marco might get in on that lineage, guys.
Maybe we had magic receding foreheads. I might have met somebody in a former life or earlier on there. I won't put the name out there since I can hear the butt hurt all the way over here.
Yeah, it's fuckering. Just
here squinching up. So we'll keep the names out of it. Although, I might not leave something else out of something.
I'm pretty sure you said it earlier, which was,
yeah, I know I said it earlier.
Thank you so much for that.
It's called class, and you'll only find it here, everyone. Closing thoughts, I guess, for everything was number one, forever and always, she'll be known as Amber Turd, no longer Amber Heard. I guess.
You think Momoa shits on her?
I think that'd be fair. But yeah, also too, do yourself a favor and Google Objection Hearsay. I played the song earlier, so if you go back, you'll see it. It is fantastic, and kudos to whoever did it. I would happily have you on a guest at another time. Also, tell your employer to go fuck themselves. Keeps them in play. Very important. And the fact that this shit is happening right now, it sucks. Guys, you know what? I think in Ohio, you guys just had a big vote that was happening in primary, right?
Yeah.
Listen, if you don't want to get involved, be knowledgeable enough to be able to still vote, right? A lot of people can't involve themselves in politics, and that's fine. That's a personal decision. But if you want to have a say, you do have to vote. I prefer not to have a say. I just give that power to my wife because I'm a good husband. But that is basically it. Make yourselves aware. Make yourselves aware. Yeah, because I speak English real good. Everyone.
I just made you say underwear.
On that note, everyone, I think that will be the end of our show for this evening. Thank you all for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. Hit up the Eargasm YouTube channel as well to subscribe there. I have Dino the Genetic Marvel, which I've been playing around with all sorts of stuff. It's got clips every day, so please check it out. Also, my other show, Generation Dan. Also, the Stay at Home Show on Friday. Wednesday, What the Fuck Wednesday is happening tomorrow on Upside Down Studios. But guys, yeah, check everything out, and we will see you in a week. If you have anything, please comment, let us know, and we'll take it from there. See you later.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go.